Welcome back everyone to Punny Plays the Beorning, and we are here with Mithrandir, and I'm about to get his reaction to only learning the lesser passwords to the upper three gates.
You were denied the greater passwords for some of the levels.
Yep.
What rubbish.
Denethor seeks to demonstrate his authority. He should be preparing for war with his enemies instead of hindering his allies. It does not matter. For now you have free passage throughout the city. Minas Tirith is strong, and it was built in 7 levels with strategic purpose. Did you notice how the gates alternate sides, first to the south, then to the north, and then to the south? Oh boy, did I notice that. Made the whole thing much longer. Such design causes an ascension road to pass through the meets of the pier of regular intervals, and carving so many arched tunnels into the stone cannot have been easy. It was done at Anarian's command so the city could be easily fortified, and an opposing force would have a long road to march before reaching the heights of the city. The walls of the city have never been breached. No enemy has broken the gates. Denethor knows this. He believes that Minas Tirith cannot fall, and that knowledge gives him strength. But it is also a weakness. He refuses the help that I might give him, and the help you could provide. I think that is an error. Alright, and let's see here. Oh yes, these.
We must not rely on the strength of the walls. The people must be strong.
We must ensure that the people are strong as well as the walls. It will not be long before the enemy is arrayed before the walls, and in the moment the city's defenders will need help and courage with deep foundations. There are some folk with whom you should speak, my friend. Unresolved matters may linger and cast hearts into confusion when the end approaches. Day-to-day affairs of this city are managed by a group of officials that comprises the Council of Gondor. They meet in the Dome of the Sun on the 6th Circle. Introduce yourself to the door ward and do what you can to aid the council. And I also came here in the company of one Peregrine Took, a hobbit of the Shire. He is now a guard of the Citadel. The less said of that, the better. And I expect he could use a friendly word from you. I also spoke with Lord Duinhir of the Blackroot Vale a short time ago, and it seems that his sons left the city without his permission, and indeed against his direct command. I understand that you met Dwelin and Derufin during their ill-advised adventure. Find them within one of the taverns of the lower circles of the city, and perhaps, maybe, something can be done to soothe their father's temper. Alright, so I need to speak with Pippin, I need to speak with Othnar, and I need to speak to Dwelin. Boy, you are giving me a large number of assignments. What should I do? Let's see. Well, can't be too many hobbits in this city. Hello, Pippin!
Ah, it is good to see a familiar face in this city of strangers.
Yes, Gandalf hinted that I might be seeing you shortly, but I wasn't sure I believed him. It is good to see you. I have met a few friends already, but this city is not built to hobbit scale, is it? I find it quite overwhelming. On the off chance that you really would be turning up, I arranged with one of the taverns for a picnic lunch, and I expect it to be ready. There should be enough good food and drink for the two of us, and we can share some stories and catch up on our adventures. And I say our adventures, but really, mine has not been very eventful since last we met. I hope it stays that way, and I am not ashamed to admit it. It doesn't seem likely, though, does it? The proprietor of the Thirsty Seer of the 5th Circle of the city should have the picnic basket out by now. If you go down there, pick it up, and carry it out to the edge of the pier, we can have a lovely lunch at the watch point. I will meet you out there, but be sure to bring the picnic basket. Alright, So therefore, we need to go down to the 5th circle. Let's see. This is King Ernil Tildil, son of Ernet. Yeah, let's, I know, unlock all those deeds that you get for those, all the kings. This must be something else. Oh, Steward Baron Ithrandir, son of Egelmut. Baron, that's quite a name. Let's see. Oh, Feast Hall of Merithron. Oh, this one doesn't have a clicky thing. The problem with the ones that don't have deeds associated to it is I go around clicking them thinking, okay, now let's unlock the deed that's associated with this one, but of course there is no deed associated, so it doesn't unlock. And you can tell the ones that do have deeds with them because they will give the list of all the plaques that are associated with that deed. You give the name of the deed and all that fun bit. So the ones that you need to click to complete it, those are the easy ones to find. But it's hard to tell the difference between the ones that have no deed associated with them, the ones that you've already clicked, and the ones that have no deed with them at all. Right. No deed. Ones you need to click for a deed, and the ones you... Yeah, it's all confusing. Alright, I think this is the location. Greetings there.
Welcome to the Dome of the Sun, where meets the Council of Gondor.
Word of your deeds is moving throughout the city like a fire in the brush. It seems as if you have had many adventures already, and saved many good folk from the swords and axes of evil. May you continue to do so in our behalf, worthy one. You have just missed the meeting of the council, but if you go within, you may be able to lend some aid to Ardar, chief scribe of the council. The meeting has been contentious of late, and the number of raised voices I have heard from my position here has only increased in recent days. It seems no two voices can agree on a single course of action, for each member of the council has his own interests to look after. Can they not see that we must be unified if we are to survive the coming storm? I am just a door ward. It is not my place to speak so. There are some of the city who speak against the council, but you will not find me speaking such sedition. Alright. There we go, and the workings of the White City for the Dome of the Sun. Good, and we'll just... Right. So now let's go inside. Here we are in the Dome of the Sun, and here we have a model of the city right here with all 7 tiers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, plus the citadel there. There's the prow, where I'll be having a picnic later. Out here is the Pineleaf, and of course the outer black gate. And now let's speak with the scribe. Greetings there. Is there any help that you need?
Yes? I wonder if you might do me a favor.
Yes, so you're the one with whom Mithridir speaks so highly? I am sorry to tell you that you have just missed a meeting of the council. See the state at which they have left this place? I wonder if you might do me a favor. I need to finish organizing these papers. Perhaps you might gather up the rest of the notes scattered about the chambers. The members of the council are masters of their various duties, but they trust that I will note down the matter of decisions and do not stay behind. And they do not stay behind to ensure that I recorded everything. I do my own duty as best I may, but I must ensure nothing slips by my notice amid the confusion. And these days, there is a lot of confusion. Alright, let's see what we got here. Here's some scribbled notes. And apparently there are scribbled notes all over the place. Now, this is a rather strange council chamber, I must say. Because you have these tables all around. Alright. See, these must be the council guard who are resting now that the council is no longer meeting. But that's a big compass. As you can see, we have tables all around the room with this big model in the middle. Not like you could have everybody seeing each other. I mean, where do people stand when they give speeches and the like? Do they stand here where only half the council can see them? This is like an awkward arrangement. Maybe they just divide themselves into various committees and then find a place to stand when they get everything together.
I am nearly ready. Let me copy these down. It will not be long.
Alright, we'll wait for him to copy it down. Right now it's a minute to wait for him to copy it down, but it used to be a lot longer than that. But they did shorten that time a little bit. I really should have looked at this model while he was busy writing stuff down rather than... I can come up here. How about that? So I'm sure the guards, if this were a more interactive game, they'll be saying, "Hey, get down from there!" There we go. You wonder how accurate it is. So all the various places of the city, are they accurately represented? It's hard to tell sometimes when you're going through here. I guess we could see if we've got the... Alright, because we've got the ramps going up here. There's one of the ramps right there. Well, I really don't see a ramp there. Well, it looks like he's finished his work, so maybe I should stop studying the ramp. Oh, they don't have the neats. The neats aren't properly carved through there. So it's not a perfect representation, but it's as close as I guess they could manage at this scale. All done?
I need someone to bring these resolutions throughout the city.
Yes, there we go. I have finished writing out the Council of Gondor's most recent resolutions. Now I just need somebody to bring them throughout the city so they can take appropriate action. Normally I would send an errand writer, but if you'd like to meet the members of the council, perhaps you could perform the duty. Yes, very good. Here is a stack of resolutions that will require immediate action. They are labeled with the correct recipient. So, do you see? Here's the list. Torkun, the Warden of Houses of Healing. Ekardan, the Captain of the Garrison. Selfir, the Warden of Copper... Well, I guess it would be Kelfir, since this is a Gondorian name. Kelifir, alright. And then Mirundil, the Warden of Stores. And thank you for doing this. You'll be doing me a great service, since I need to deliver resolutions to work. 6th circle, 2nd circle. Kelifir's in the Citadel, and then Mirundil in the southeast section of the 5th circle. So therefore, we'll begin with the 6th circle. We'll handle the one for the Citadel when we have our lunch with Pippin. So now let's go out. Now let's go and find the various people whose resolutions were signed and, well, I don't know if you seal a resolution. Well, actually, I suppose that if you had a president of the council or the king would seal it from the point of view of putting their seal on it, say that this has been approved by the council and it should be taken care of and all that fun stuff. So I guess it'll be sealed in that manner. Let's see. Houses of Healing. Oh. Okay, I guess that's just a sign. I think with anything that important, they would be more than just a sign. Hello there. I have this resolution to deliver to you.
As you know, I am the Warden of the Houses of Healing.
That was very fast, Pineclaw. Perhaps you should become an errand writer for the city. I suppose it would be difficult for you to leave the adventuring life behind, but prompt delivery of messages is something to be prized, and you seem to be quite skilled at it. As you know, I am the Warden of the Houses of Healing. At the council meetings that just concluded, I requested an increase in supplies and goods for the use of the healers. Spare cloths, water for boiling, and warm blankets. The council agreed with the principle of my request, but not to its whole extent. I have been granted an increase, but a small one. It is better that no increase at all, I suppose. We will take blankets and clothes from evacuated houses, for their owners have no current use of them, and I will arrange with the warden of the wells to provide me with spare buckets. Right, so therefore, that's the first one. So now let's head down to the 5th level, and we need to speak with the Mirrodil of the southeast section of the 5th circle. Southeast. Well, right now I am going west. I suppose that means I need to go this way in order to get to the southeast section. Now, of course, the picnic lunch that I need to pick up here is on the other end. You know, they couldn't make it easy for me, right? Because I suppose that any place that Pippin would be using to pick up a lunch is... Let's see. So, oh, there he is up there. Yes, the any place where Pippin is located... I guess it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Hello there. I have a resolution from the council.
I am the warden of the stores. It is a difficult responsibility.
Ah, the council resolutions have already been written? That was very fast. It's good to see such haste, for it usually takes much longer for the orders of the council to be put into action. Everyone is worried about what lies ahead, and it spurs them to move in haste. I am the warden of the stores, which means that all the food and goods brought into the city fall within the scope of my duty. I find where they can be stored safely and free from theft and spoilage, and assure the folks who need access to them. I must confess that some trepidation to you, Pineclaw. If the city is besieged, I will surely become the most hated man in Minas Tirith. The man who rations the food is never the love of the hungry. This resolution will allow me to conduct a full inventory of the stores, so I will know how much food and other supplies we have in our disposal. If the gates are sealed for war, that inventory becomes very important indeed. That is right, very important. Now then, let's head off into the other direction and find this inn, where we will pick up a little lunch, and hopefully it would be something that'll be nice and nourishing, because I've been on the field all this time, and I'm sure that... Oh, there we go. And I'm sure there won't be too many good meals in the near future, because we've got that guy rationing stuff. Alright, here we go. A little picnic lunch. Okay. Well, at least I don't have to worry about hungry hobbits being passed and all that stuff to cause me to fail the quest. Can you imagine if they just pockmarked this area with hungry hobbits all over the place? Yeah, you could understand the trickiness of all this. And I gotta carry this all the way back up to the citadel. Up there. Well, fortunately, the 6th circle is relatively short. I'm glad they didn't change the password already, because if they do that too quickly, then I'd be in trouble. Yes. Now, fortunately, they don't require the player to remember the passwords, because that would be really annoying if that were required. And back up to the Citadel. Looking at the... That's the banner of the king because it has the crown on it. I suppose they still have that for the Citadel at least, even though the king hasn't been around for all of these years. Well, that'll change soon, but I have a feeling this is not the time to tell them that. Well, I am back at the Forge of the Tree, and I have found Pippin, where we'll resume in our next episode of Piney Plays the Beorning.